ملك وجنة بالتجاف الليل تسريب واسأل عنا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this week's episode of your local Jumu'ah, we visited Brixton Mosque, Masjid al-Qudus.
Masjid, as you can know, it was founded in 1994. And mashallah, we were only 7 people, but alhamdulillah, now you have a lot of them, as you can see. So many of them, thousands and thousands coming here all the time. And it is so nice. You have all kinds of people from different backgrounds, different nationalities, and everybody is so happy here. You come and learn about their deen and so forth, how they should worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how they should conduct themselves. That one also is for that particular. And then during the course of the week, in the evening, you have classes for the children, for all the adults and so on and so forth. And alhamdulillah, everything is going very, very nice. Alhamdulillah. Also, you have Hajj preparations. And with that preparations, you have classes, which is 6 weeks. 6 weeks classes, whereby they have to learn about everything about the Hajj, from the beginning until the end. The behavior, the conduct, what they are supposed to do, what they are supposed to gain from going to Hajj, why are they going there, and when they come back, what kind of implications this thing is going to do in their lives, and so on and so forth. We teach all of them these things before they leave here. So before they go, they know everything about the Hajj.
During the khutbah, Imam Mahmoud Jalloh spoke about how people should maintain the adab and akhlaq of a Muslim, and how lying can affect a Muslim in many ways, and how to avoid it.
We've seen families being destroyed just because of lies. Kids lying to their parents. Husbands lying to their wives. Wives lying to their husbands. The workplace, people are lying. Just one time ago, there was a person who told me, I was in the bus, and then I was going to work, and then my line manager called me, and he said to me, "Where are you?" And then he said, "I'm just arriving, I'm at the door now." And then the boss announced where he was. And while the speaker was on, and his boss or his line manager heard that. It's shocking. This person was a Muslim. The Almighty Allah talked about lying. He said in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 8 to 10, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا. There are certain people who will claim they are believers. They claim they have iman. Billah. They have the belief that Allah exists and He is going to judge them. And He deserves to be worshipped. There are certain people who say that. And they will also go further. وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. And they believe that there is a day of accountability. A day when they will stand in front of Allah, and Allah is going to give them their good deeds on their right hand and their bad deeds on their left hand. They believe that. But Allah said, وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. But these people are just telling lies. They are not believers. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. You will see why they are not believers at the end of the verse. يُخَادِئُونَ اللَّهِ. They're trying to deceive the deen of Allah. They're trying to say they're deceiving Allah, which is impossible. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. And those truthful believers, they're trying to deceive them. وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. But these people, they are cheating none other than themselves. They are harming none other than themselves. If you think you can have that blanket or that robe or that thawb of Islam and you make use of it to earn yourself wealth in this dunya, and you use that to cheat other people, to deceive them, which is really happening around the world today. People with beard, sometimes when we deal with them, you get shocked. This, I really trusted him, but now this is what he has done to me. People who never miss Salah, but when you go into transaction with them, and what happened? If we think about that, let's conclude the verse and then we see. وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Body doesn't have the understanding now. They will understand the reality when they go to the hereafter, when they meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala there. فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَض. This type of people has sickness inside their heart. What Allah did? فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا. Allah increased them in sickness of nifaq. He make them go into deep of hypocrisy. And what do they have? وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَلِيمٌ. And they will have a severe punishment in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that. Why is going to do that? بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْذِبُونَ. Because of their lying. So you've known that lying is leading to nifaq. بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْذِبُونَ. Because they were lying. Now, let's see point number 2. Before we go to that, let's see what Ibn al-Qayyim says about this particular point. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah, he said, Al-imanu asasuhu sidq. Iman, believing in Allah, Tawheed, its base and foundation is honesty and truthfulness. وَالنِّفَاقُ, and hypocrisy, أَسَاسُهُ الْكَذِبُ. Its foundation and base is telling lies. فَلَا يَجْتَمِعُ كَذِبٌ وَإِيمَانٌ إِلَّا أَحْدُهُمَا مُحَارِبٌ لِلْآخَرِ. Lie and nifaq will never be together in the heart of an individual. One of them definitely will kick the other one out. We ask the Almighty Allah to help us. Then point number 2 about the harms of telling lies. فَالْكَذِبُ سِلَاحٌ يَتْسُدُّ بِهِ الشَّيْطَانِ الْعِبَادِ عَنْ طَاعَةِ اللَّهِ. Lying is a weapon that Shaitan uses to prevent the servants of Allah from worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obeying his commands. And we know the qissa in the Quran that talks about our father Adam, wherein Iblis told them, وَقَالَ مَا نَهَاكُمَا رَبُّكُمَا أَنْ هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةِ إِلَّا أَنْ تَكُونَا مَلَكَيْنِ. When he came to our father Adam and our mother Hawa, and he said to them, you know the reason why Allah told you not to eat from this tree? He said the only reason he said that, so that you cannot be 2 angels, or you cannot stay forever in Jannah. A lie. Iblis uses that to deceive them. وَقَاسَمَهُمَا إِنِّي لَكُمَا لَمِنَ النَّاصِحِينَ. And he swore by Allah. And these liars, that is what usually they do. When they think you are doubting them, They can say, I will put my hands on the Quran on this. I can swear by Allah that what I'm saying is the truth. And anyone you hear every time he's saying, Wallahi, Wallahi, for everything that he's saying, be suspicious whether what he's saying is the truth. So he swore by Allah that he is definitely being somebody who is clean-hearted for them. Nasihin. Nasaha is to clean your heart and advise somebody something that is beneficial to them. Lying is an illness. Individuals will never be safe from it. If we ask one another, have you ever faced somebody and he told you something and later on you find out that it's not the truth? Did you ever trust that individual again? Did you have the same love for that individual that you had for him before? So lying destroyed between friends, between family members, between society, between countries. Let's imagine our countries that some of us come from. Why are they going backward? Everyone you agree with something, they never fulfill it. Some people here wanted to do business, even in some of our countries. They work with people, they actually destroyed all the wealth they've given them. And they make up lies on that. In this country, where we are we actually honest? Are we telling the truth all the time? If we are not, then let's listen to what the Prophet ﷺ has told us and what the Quranic verses have told us. Let's try our best. Listen to what the Prophet ﷺ said here. قال عليه الصلاة والسلام عليكم بالصدق. Alaykum is a command. I am ordering you to be truthful, to be honest, to speak the truth. You think why Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was loved by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam more than any of the other Sahabas? He is called Siddiq, truthful. فَإِنَّ الصِّدْقَ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْبِرِّ. Speaking the truth will always lead you to piety. And when you are pious, what will happen to you? وَإِنَّ الْبِرَّ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ. And piety will hold you and enter you into Jannah. So truthfulness is the one that will lead you to piety, and piety will lead you to Jannah. And let's try it. And let's work very hard to be truthful at all the time. Then the Prophet ﷺ went on the other opposite. What is the opposite of truthfulness? It's lying. And then he said, وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبَ. وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبَ. And I warn you daily, don't tell lies. Don't be a liar. Don't involve yourself, no matter how minute the lie is, calling it a white lie. Don't involve yourself in that. وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبَ. فَإِنَّ الْكَذِبَ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْفُجُورِ. Because telling lies will lead you to the disobedience of Allah. will lead you not to follow the command that Allah has commanded you. In some of the explanation of fujur, they mention that can be like zina, fornication, adultery. It will lead to that. And one of the kabair. Then he said, وَإِنَّ الْفُجُورَ يَهْدِي إِلَى النَّارِ وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And disobeying Allah definitely will lead to the hellfire. We ask the Almighty Allah to save us from that.
After the khutbah, we asked the Sheikh why he chose the topic and also spoke to the local worshippers about their experience at the mosque.
I am one of the imams here, regular imams. However, I don't teach regular classes in the mosque, but we do circles, which is on Saturdays, every Saturday. Sometimes I do attend the circles, which we teach the sisters and the brothers, and we teach them about the deen. That is the main one that I do here. But I have other places that I do teach, which is in secondary school and also children. In circles, mainly we do tafsir. We take a particular topic in tafsir, and then we identify some of the ayahs, wherein Sheikh Buadi will be the main researcher for that. And then he will handle the issue, and then later he gives us just to add some few things. For example, when he talks about visiting people, so he will go to a particular surah that talks about that particular, those ayahs, and then he will bring them up, and then we'll give an explanation of the verses. Yeah. The etiquette of visiting people. Yes, this mosque, mashallah, is a vibrant mosque. We do so many things. We do nikah here, aqiqah, we do counseling, we do, as I said to you, we do teaching also. So like counseling usually is a private thing. They come if they have issues, and then you give them nasiha based on the kitab and sunnah. That's all we do generally here. But there are other things that other brothers do, because we have a lot of imams, alhamdulillah. It's not only one imam. That is the beauty of the mosque. Yeah. We have about 4 to 5 imams that rotates, which is a very good one. I only do one khutbah in the month, which is very good.
We spoke about 2 of the things that are destroying the world today in which we live in. That is lie and dishonesty. And I believe if we are all honest and we stop from telling lies, always tell the truth, I believe the world can progress more rapidly, and we can rely on one another and believe in one another and do things in harmony and in peace.
Today I found the khutbah very inspirational. The khutbah was very, very educational. The khutbah was mainly about lies. And in life, one has to be reminded about what the Prophet said about lies. And lies are the things that involve in our daily lives. So we need to be reminded that when you tell lies, even if it's the smallest lie, it has an impact in our lives. So the khutbah today taught me a lot of things, and my family, and the way also I should behave to my children. Because if you think that you can tell lies to your children in order to pacify them, it adds to your problem, and that adds to your punishment also in the hereafter.
In Islam, when you educate a woman, you educate a nation. When you educate a man, that's what they say, he educates, you know what I mean, the man himself. And alhamdulillah, so we do that. And on Fridays as well, we do memorization classes just for ladies, sisters and mothers. And they memorize the Quran. Some of them have memorized 3 juzu, 4 juzu, going. Alhamdulillah, we do that. And we do nikah as well, organized nikah, where we do for brothers and sisters who really want to get married. Alhamdulillah. And we do Saturdays as well. We do classes where myself and Sheikh Faisal, Dr. Faisal, so we organize those classes in public lectures, random topics. Alhamdulillah, we deliver every week. And we organize Hajj as well on behalf of the community, and we take them Hajj, we go every year, alhamdulillah. And the Prophet Muhammad said as well that anyone whose Hajj is accepted when they perform Hajj, they will return just like the day they were born, without sin. Subhanallah, what a merciful God. And I encourage the young ones as well to go to Hajj. And when someone is old, because that one is very, very important, very hectic, physical. So while the person is young, try to do it the earlier the better, inshallah. And whoever sees me there as well, they need any advice, I'm there to advise them. Jazakumullah khair.
Well, this mosque was founded in 1994. Four of us, including the Imam now, Sheikh Faisal Gouadi, and another Imam who passed away. May Allah forgive him and grant him Jannah. Four of us came in 1994 when we got this place from a brother, a barrister at law, who gave us this place. He had wanted us to do business, but we said, we'll pray to Allah for Allah to help us to have this place as a place of prayer. The prayer was answered when I went to this gentleman to give him the answer that he wanted from us. I told him that we will not be doing business. We want to do a prayer, to have a mosque here, because the surrounding here, so many Muslims we have, but to go all the way to Brixton station is a long place, so we want him to help us to have this place. And this gentleman agreed. So when he agreed, he told us that we should come and see the place. We came, four of us came and see this place, and then I told him that as far as we are concerned, we are not actually going to do business. If he could help us by the name of Allah for us to establish a mosque here, we'll be happy. And this gentleman agreed. And that day was a Friday. That Friday, we tried to clean up the place, and then the Imam who passed away, Sheikh Salah, asked us to go to the Brixton station mosque to pray, and then by that time we will inform the brothers and sisters who are Muslim around. But the gentleman, the fourth one, it was Abu Bakr, told us that as far as we are concerned, we have a Jumu'ah. If Friday is that day, let us hold on to Allah and pray that day here, because that was the very first day we have this place. We agreed. I stood up and called the Azan. I called the Azan. Sheikh Salah, who passed away, may the Almighty Allah forgive his soul, was reading the khutbah, not even in the middle. We have 5 people enter this place without informing them. But from there we know that the Almighty Allah has destined this place to be a mosque.
بالدجا في الليل تسريب يا لمعان كتابك بترحيب لو سرى